Hello, I'm Alex Cook.
I'm Mark Kibblewhite.
So I'm Martin Parsons.
Hello, my name is Andrew Court.
So I'm Jane Rickson.
So I'm Marion Perrott-Pearson. I'm a senior agricultural advisor at Severn Trent.
I grew up on a small family farm before going to do a degree in mechanical engineering.
Professionally, I'm a chemist and a soil scientist.
I'm a farmer from Staffordshire.
And after that, I went to work for a company that had strong connections with agricultural engineering and made diesel engines.
I'm Principal Catchment Scientist at Severn Trent Water.
I'm Professor of Soil Erosion and Conservation at Cranfield University and past President of the Institution of Agricultural Engineers.
I've been a member of the Institute of Agricultural Engineers since university. I studied engineering at university, but after I graduated, I returned to the family farm.
I've always trained in the environment to start with, so it was obviously a natural choice to become a chartered environmentalist.
It was very important for me to continue my career development, and there's limited opportunities within agriculture itself. And of course I pursue those, but I wanted something that allowed me to stand out from the crowd.
I chose environmental registration because I really wanted to demonstrate how agricultural engineering can contribute to some of the environmental issues that we face today.
I was also aware from early on in my first job how important being a chartered environmentalist was for the industry. And so I made sure that I sort of got on that track early on, I guess, in my career.
Another reason that I went for environmental registration is I really wanted to demonstrate my commitment to environmental research, applied environmental research. And again, having that registration demonstrates that you have commitment to that discipline.
I realised that I had a passion for landscape, sustainable land use and landscape restoration. And so I decided that in addition to the professional qualifications I already had, I wanted to acquire some environmental qualifications. So that was my reason for wanting to apply for Chartered Environmentalist.
But I think around 2000, I had a discussion with Peter Matthews and Barbara Young. I don't remember a huge amount of detail of it, but essentially we came to a shared conclusion that there was a need for a professional registration.
It fits really well with my role. I provide grants to farmers and landowners to improve water quality and to increase biodiversity in the river catchments that I work in. 3
people were invited to become the first chartered environmentalists. I think Barbara Young was the first and Peter Matthews was the second and I was the third.
And thirdly, I think I just really wanted to feel part of a community, and that's what the Society of Environment allows me to open up to a bigger community than just Cranfield and my work collaborations.
Yes, it's been really helpful to have environmental registration. To put it simply, I wouldn't be in the role I am right now without it. It's one of the key things that they ask for.
Since gaining registration just a few years ago, I've taken a change in direction in my career. I've left engineering industry. I had a 12-month role with the Wildlife Trust as a volunteer officer working on the Great Fen project.
So environmental registration has really helped in my career and my various research and teaching activities here at Cranfield University. So for example, when you're working with partners and collaborators and clients, they can see that you are registered, and that gives you some credibility, a reputation, rather than just an individual saying, I'm very good at my job. It is a recognition that you have a competency in that particular area.
It allows you to claim correctly that you're part of a larger peer group who are expert, and also probably, for me personally, it's been important. Otherwise, I think it would be more difficult to really do all that I've tried to do for IAgrE.
I'm hoping that my farming background, my engineering knowledge, my project management experience and now my environmental qualifications. I'm hoping that those together will stand me in good stead for finding a new role where I can contribute to landscape management and sustainable land use.
I think another way that it's helped my career is through continuing professional development. The resources available at the Society of Environment are invaluable in terms of developing your career, keeping up to date with local issues and national issues.
There is an expectation for senior agricultural advisors to be working towards or have obtained chartership. So environmental registration was kind of required for career progression for me.
And of course, it's networking. There are lots of other chartered environmentalists and you get opportunities to meet with them, network with them, and that also helps develop your career.
I'm in the process of working towards my chartership. I'm not yet qualified, but I feel that the process so far, I've been really well supported by the Institute of Agricultural Engineers. There's always people with a lot of knowledge and expertise in all sorts of different fields. The networking opportunities that you pursue because you want to achieve this qualification are immense.
I think from memory, I think what we did was we did formally complete the forms that we were going to expect other people to fill in. I seem to remember the forms were quite extensive actually, and there was sort of almost like an essay answers that had to be put down. But yeah, I don't think I found it difficult, but I do remember it wasn't something that took 2 minutes. It took a little while.
It was so simple doing my chartered environmentalist, so I agree.
It was so straightforward. It was very quick.
So I actually found it fairly straightforward, and a big part of that is that through my engineering career, I had always kept a good record of any relevant training, any project work, attendance at accredited IAgrE evening events.
Like I said, I made sure that I got on the track quite early on. I was put into the mentor program at IAgrE, and that program and my mentor on it was crucial to helping me make all my way through the process.
I had a mentor who was amazing, which is Alistair Taylor, who was absolutely brilliant with it. He gave me excellent advice and support. But yeah, the speed of it was completely blew my mind, because I've known people in other organisations wait 3-4 years for mentors to support them on this route.
And so when it came to applying for Chartered Environmentalist, it was very easy for me to pick out the key events or activities and associated dates.
They didn't hold my hand, but they gave me the confidence to keep plugging away at it, because it takes a lot of willpower to do this, but it's really worthwhile at the end of it. And in terms of IAgrE, I could not have asked for a better support from an institution.
I actually quite enjoyed putting together the pack, because I found that you never quite know if you are going to achieve this chartership and if you do meet all the criteria. But when you're going through the paperwork, that's when you realise that actually you do, and you're putting information together from different parts of your career. So yeah, I found that the paperwork actually helped me sort of summarise and bring it all together before the interview. So yeah, it was really good.
So I know many people are worried about the process of registration through IAgrE, but let me assure you, I can't imagine a more supportive environment to help you every step along the way. Look, I'll be honest, it is quite bureaucratic. There's quite a few steps that you need to go through, but with the mentorship that you get through the institution, and as I say, the support that you get from people like Ali, it really does make it much clearer. And that whole process is necessary to ensure the standards are as high as they possibly can be, and so that people that are allowed to be chartered do have that track record, they have that competency, and that needs the evidence to show that they have that skill and competency, and allowing them to be registered.
reason why I value being a chartered environmentalist, the reason why I've remained one, paying the annual subscription and doing all of that, is because I think that there's a distinct territory of professionalism that needs to be represented by chartered environmentalists.